a real classic. My ultimate beef bourguignon starts out with strips of smoky bacon, rendered until crisp, so we can saute perfect chunks of beef shoulder in the drippings. So while it's starting to cook, we're gonna make a garnish here that's also gonna have a great flavor. We're making a bouquet garni. So we've got a spool of cotton butcher twine. We got some woody herbs. We're talking about thyme and rosemary, and then also some dried bay leaves here. So we're gonna take all of our woody herbs, just like that, right? We're gonna make a nice little bundle, twine around the bouquet garni. Perfect. So once we get all of our beef out, and it's certainly not cooked all the way through by any means, just like nice and brown on the outside, we're gonna add some flavor to the base of this, and we're gonna add some tomato paste, and that's gonna give us a lot of color, some structure, and also a nice sort of sweet flavor right at the very end of our sauce. And then also gonna hit with some flour, and that's gonna give us some thickness too. All right, about a fat tablespoon will totally do the trick. Okay, so 1 fat tablespoon, 2 fat tablespoons of flour. And just give this a stir and make sure everything is really, really well incorporated. And the next thing we're gonna add is cognac. And cognac is a very traditional ingredient to beef bourguignon. If you're gonna work with a volatile alcohol like cognac, make sure you turn the flame completely off, and then we're gonna splash some in. So we're talking about a cup. All this alcohol is actually pulling up the base flavor from the bottom of the pot, and that's gonna incorporate right back into our sauce. Okay, so what we wanna do is kind of light this, okay? Just kind of let some of the alcohol kind of burn off a little bit. We're gonna take our red wine, we're gonna use the whole bottle. Okay. And then we're also gonna add this whole box of low sodium beef stock to this, and once it starts to heat up, it's gonna activate the flour, and we're gonna have a nice thick, silky sauce to really kind of slow cook and braise our beef shoulder in. All right, and then we're gonna nestle our beef back in, all right, and we're gonna let this cook low and slow. And we're gonna cook this for about 2.5 hours. So you wanna make sure that you give yourself plenty of time to make this dish, because it's gonna do a couple of things. It's gonna make the house smell fantastic, and once it's ready, it's gonna be something so unbelievably delicious. We're gonna take our bouquet garni. All right, we've got one inside together. That's gonna go in the pot. The other side, we're gonna tie onto the end. That way we can fish it out later. All right, perfect. And then we're gonna take 3 cloves of garlic, and we're gonna slice this fairly thin. And then we're also gonna take our button mushrooms. All right, those are looking good. And we've also got some pearl onions in the freezer here, just a nice bag. All right, a little bit of fresh thyme. This is what our beef bourguignon looks like after about 2.5 hours. We have one nice big piece right on top. And if you want to go back in for seconds, you got plenty. And then we're gonna take some of our beautiful pearl onions and our mushrooms, and we're just gonna kind of dot the outside. Just kind of go along the edge and kind of fill in some of the blank spots. So you have a little bit of this and a little bit of that. All right, we'll put some right on top as well. It's a beautiful dish.